again and you join me in my shed. I want to show you this, the Dymo LetraTag. I've just bought it, a labelling machine, because I've got my tool wall in my workshop and I wanted to identify where the tools are, not specifically to know where to put them back, because I've sort of got that down by memory. It's in case I lose one and think, that's missing. And also for drawers, compartments, screw boxes, that sort of thing. I think this will come in handy. So anyway, let me show you a little bit more about it. So this is what you get in the pack. The machine itself, you get a cartridge, which is white paper, self-adhesive white paper, and then manual as well. Well, that manual is mainly for the setup. There's actually code in here you can scan. So you can download the full manual by scanning there. Okay, so the machine itself, on the top there, you've got the cartridge compartment, which pops open. There's a little lever at the side there to undo it. And then on the underside is the battery compartment. I've put some batteries in already. Batteries don't come with it, so I've just put some rechargeable ones in there. Easily pops in. Okay, so to put the cartridge in, pull that back, that way up, and click into place. Okay, so turn it on, red button there. In fact, you have to keep your finger down on the button. But the first button you've got is the settings. So preview, which you press OK, and it just takes you back to the main screen. And then you've got set contrast. Now you can adjust it from 0, I think it is, or 1, up to 5, depending on how dark you want the fonts to be. So I'll set it, I've left it at 3. Then you've got set date, that's the first thing, I've already set that. So set the date on there, an arrow up again, language, set on English, preview again. And then we've got format, so the size of the font, press OK, large, medium, small, extra small, and extra large. I left it on large last time, so we'll leave it on that. And then insert, press on there, brings us up with symbols, so click on there. It's just hundreds, I'd say, of different symbols, so anything from, scan all the way through, there's numbers as well, arrows, smiley face, speaks for itself. One thing I did notice on here, actually, there's some for screws and bolts, which will come in handy, because I can put that at the beginning of a size of bolt. It tells you what it is in a box somewhere. So back to insert, there's the symbols, date. Now if you put date, press OK, it will put the date in the bit you actually want to print out. So we'll just clear that for the moment. Clear button at the bottom there. Clear all. Yep. Now this is interesting as well. You've got second line, so you can actually print, instead of having a 1 line of font, you can have 2 lines. That's the maximum you can go up to. Got cap locks here. Flick from one to the other. Lower uppercase. If you look on the letters here, A, B, C, but it also says 1, 2, 3. So if it's set on the number button, which it is now, I can press A and 1 should come up, and 2, 3, 4, etc. Another button here as well is back. So if we're in one particular place, so if we go into settings and let's go into set contrast, and if we press back, it'll take us back to the main screen. There's a save button there as well, little disk icon. So if we type something, let's type weekend. Just to say as well, it's not a QWERTY board, it's a standard A to Z. Weekend. And then if we press save, which is just there, I've already set one on number 1. So if we go down to number 2, set that one. Go down to number 3, that's spare. So if we press OK, and if we want to recall that at any time, go onto the file button, which is just there. 2, 3, and there it is, weekend. Press OK, and it'll bring it back to the main screen. Okay, so one thing I didn't show you was the format button. Press on there, which says the size, but then if we go up, borders. So press OK on there, and then no border. Go up, there's a border with flowers or something on there. Next one, little love hearts, trains. Like arrows on the border, zigzags, looks like a ticket, I suppose, and then rounded edges and squared off edges. So if we go for rounded off, press OK, and then it'll put a border around the text. There's borders, style. So we've got normal, vertical, so instead of it printing out in a line, it's one on top of the other. So if I press OK, vertical, it sets the letter in that way. So if we go back, okay, so that's vertical. Then I've got shadow, so I'll click that one, puts a shadow around it. It's quite nice. Always an outline, press OK, puts a bit of an outline around it. Italic fonts. And I've got bold, solid letters. And back to normal. Okay, so we'll leave it at normal. So we'll leave the border on there as well. So I think that's pretty much covered every button on there. The labels at the moment are the white paper. You can get numerous colours of this paper as well. You can even get transparent if you're putting over something white. The black will stand out a lot more. But I say I've got white paper in there, and then I've got white plastic as well, which I bought. This one costs £3.99 from Aldi. I've noticed on Amazon they do sell bundles of these, and I don't know if they're still made by Dymo. There may be some copies of these, but if you want the sizes, it's 12mm by 4 meters. If we press the print button, which is just here, you can hear it. There we go, it's done. So press this button here and it'll cut it. Voila. Little border around it. And I say you can adjust the fonts. Let me show you one that I did with one line on top of the other. Let me show you how, in fact, I'll do that now. So we've got weekend there. So let's say put Shedhead underneath it. Now if we press the insert button, so I've got weekend on there, and then go up to second line, press OK, and it'll put that little icon there. So if I type now Shedhead, and I think that should do it. Let's press print and see what happens. There we go, Weekend Shedhead. I think the border, well, it touches the actual letters, so let's do it without the border, see what that looks like. None, okay, let's print that. Yeah, that looks a bit better, I think. The contrast looks okay as well. I mean, that's set at 3. That can go darker and it go up to 5 or down to 1. Self-adhesive on the back, and there's actually a split line down the middle, so you can remove it in 2 halves. So, there we go, that's one. Yeah, that's the second one. There's the sticky label. So in fact, let's stick that on there. Why not? There we go. Let me just show you a few other prints I've done. So I've done one for me little project book. I've also done one for a little tiny one for plugs. So I've got a plug that connects my outdoor TV in the pond. A little lobby for that plug just to pop on there. I've actually done this one with the plastic option as well. See a bit more of a shine on there. Again, self-adhesive on the back. And I've actually got a drawer that I keep my wireless keyboard in, and there is actually a symbol for a keyboard. So I've just done that one as well. I'm gonna stick that on the drawer. In fact, I've got a lot of printing to do. There's 4 meters on each of these rails. I think I'll be buying more. I want to do my tool wall, and I want to do drawers as well. Feels really robust. Obviously, it wouldn't take a fall, I wouldn't have thought, but if it's put away nicely. So I'm pretty impressed with that. £14.99 from Aldi. Well, it's a start. So there we go, the Dymo LetraTag. I know what I'll be doing for the next few days. I think every workshop should have one. I think it's gonna be great for labelling up drawers and boxes and my tool wall as well. Yeah, I'm gonna get cracking with that. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you wanna watch more, and thanks for watching. Take care, cheers. I'll also be using it on the allotment in the garden for shrubs and plants and seedlings and that sort of thing. But that is when this weather picks up.